Well, hello, we're back. I need the mail to come so I can go take a nap, but it's taking its time. So instead, we're gonna work on this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. What are we gonna do? Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I desperately want a nap, but because the mail is taking forever, I decided to work on House Flipper. So, for those that don't know, and why would you know? Because I just launched it. I do have a shop now available through Fourth Wall and also through Redbubble. I specialize in stickers and in notebooks. And you're like, that's a weird combination. And I do put the Fourth Wall because they made it so easy. I will have clothes on there. Now, please, don't. I don't expect anyone to buy anything. So one of my freelance contract work is I used to create stickers and other stuff for other content creators. That work has now since officially stopped, mostly because I wanted it to. Everything ended on a good note, but I was a little tired of designing for other people, if I'm going to be honest. So I'm opening up my own shop. Again, there's no... I expect nothing. If you want, you want. If you don't, you don't. I am okay either way. But anyway, it is there in case you do. A part of the reasons why I stopped creating for other people was it wasn't big money, so I'm not expecting big money from this. But it is a venture that I decided to do. 'Cause yeah, it's there. Anyway, and there's not a whole heck of a lot because I'm just starting creating and also importing from the other things that I was doing. Yeah. Anyway, now that advertisement is awkwardly over with, hi. While we work on this kitchen. Oh. No. Do I want white stairs? I don't know if I want stairs. I don't even know if I want the stairs that are there. But I am trying to make this into a family home, so. I might up the wall right there. Oh, nice. I just started recording, and guess what I summoned? Pretty sure I just summoned the mail. Alright, false alarm. It was a little kid selling candy bars because they wanted to go to a summer camp. And I was like, well, who am I to stand between you and summer camp? So I bought 10. I'm a sucker. So while we're doing this really boring painting, I have a funny story for you that actually a member of the channel, Kickstart, made me think about that I kind of forgot all about. So, the start of this story took place years ago. I just newly moved out of home. And to kind of give you guys a little bit of background, my parents are middle class, definitely not wealthy. Dad works hard for his money. He works for a company that restores classic vehicles. He's not retired, but that's what he did. And he did all right for himself. I mean, it was enough to get all of his kids through life. But anyway, not a lot of room for extras. Okay, one of my mom's older sisters has a completely different situation. She's actually fairly wealthy. Her husband did really well for himself. And I don't know, there's like a bit of an unspoken rivalry between my mother and this particular sister. And in all fairness to my mother, that sister very snidely, sneakily likes to rub it in, but being all innocent, like, oh, what are we talking about? But anyway, so my mother sometimes likes to try her best to keep up. And one of those ways is anytime her older sister gets a new gadget, she wants said. So if you remember when bread makers were kind of becoming like really popular, her sister called to tell her that, hey, she just got this really cool bread maker and she really wants it. Now, my dad, who loves my mother very much, and even though we're not wealthy, he spoils her. He tends to buy her whatever gadgets she asks for. He does his best. And she is a bit spoiled. There's very few things that she's asked for that he's like flat out said no can do. So he got her the bread maker, and the thing is my mother has never cooked a bad meal in her life. And he loves to eat. So, it's a relationship made in heaven. And so, of course, if it's any kind of gadget that's regarding food-wise or the kitchen-wise, he'll get it for her. And so he bought this bread maker. Now, at this point in time, I was not living at home. I was off being all adult me, owning the world. So I don't know what was said. I don't know. But whatever was said was enough that my mother never touched the bread maker. And actually, in fact, I knew nothing about the bread maker until decades later when I was helping clean out their storeroom, which became through the years a catch-all for whatever stuff that they weren't using, junk and then whatever. It doesn't matter. But it was a catch-all for all of life's stuff. And so, like, I find this bread maker, which at the time I'm sure was a fairly, top of the line bread maker, in its box, clearly never opened. The box is still sealed. And I was like, what's this about? And I first asked Mom, and Mom gets a snarky look on her face, and she's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, well, that's never discouraged any of us in this family to never talk about anything. So, details? She never does give me the details. And she mentions that I should probably ask my father. So I go ask my dad. And he doesn't really want to talk about it either. But it comes out that he said something. I don't know what the said something is. But the something was enough that she pretty much drop-kicked the bread maker down the basement. I don't know if she drop-kicked it, that doesn't sound like her. But banished the bread maker to the basement and never used it again. And in fact, I don't know what was said, but it was enough that at that point, apparently never made him homemade bread again. And yeah. So, anyway, and all because Kickstart was mentioning that they were going to make bread. Anyway, married life, yo. Married life. I'm really bothered by those leaves there, but I think when I put the cabinets there, we're not even gonna notice. And I should mention, this sister has calmed down a bit as far as in her older years rubbing in her wealth to her other sisters, which probably for the best. I think she went through a rough patch in her marriage at one point, and things got a little dicey, and she realized that that could all easily disappear. So, she's calmed down, but she still has this habit to tell my mom about all these hobbies that she started, and she's like trying to convince my mom to start them, and my mom's like, all of that takes money. I don't have money to spend on, hobbies. And her sister does have a habit of starting hobbies, getting deeply into them, buying everything for it. For example, diamond paintings. She was really into diamond paintings, and she bought like all this stuff for it and a special lamp, and I don't know what else, but all this crazy stuff, and then did it for a couple months, and then if that, and then stopped saying because it was really hard on her hands and her eyes. And then she has like, I don't know, all this money invested. Now, as someone who also likes to pick up hobbies and invest into them, though I tend to stick with them, I do think collecting hobbies and starting hobbies is a completely separate thing of actually doing hobbies. I will say that. All right, my cabinets. Now that I told you guys my parents' life story. Yeah, they're good to each other. I just think every once in a while Dad says something stupid and Mom, I hate you. Something takes offense. Now, do I want to do these glass cabinets? What did I do in the other one? I'm trying to keep them not so similar. Okay, I'm trying to go with the look of like this was owned by some elderly peoples. I want oh. Yes, I should probably make sure. Oh, nows. No. And of course, already sold the paint. Always do. And actually, in fact, I love making bread. I should mention that too, but that is something that I got from my mother. And during the pandemic, while I didn't get into the, everyone was doing the sourdough. I didn't get into the sourdough. I did have fun in making bread. Also, kind of why is the local Costco was selling yeast in like restaurant-sized containers. And so I was like, all right. Try it. You kind of notice seeing it on the recorder. The paint is doing this, like, I don't know, there's like this black streak that I kind of thought there was a smudge on my computer screen this whole time, but it's an effect. I don't think it's done that every time. I know that there was a graphical update. Me fearful that something's going on with my graphics card. What am I gonna do about that? Don't actually know. Alright. I always like putting the sink at the window. I don't know why. I think it has to be, but I do. Maybe because I'm the person growing up. The family sink, the family house, the sink was located by a window, and I quite often did the dishes and appreciated the ability to wash dishes and look out the window. It's the 3-drawer one. This kitchen is turning out anticipated. Not a bad thing, but the mail might actually be here this time. False alarm again. Okay. Oh no, is it gonna be? It's the washing or the dish dryer. Dishwasher. Words that it's throwing it off. Might. That's gonna be difficulty. This. No. Any gaps? Do. sleep really quick. I think I like that better. Okay, done with that. I kind of wanted to leave them brown, but now I'm not so sure. I'm trying to jump up, but my gal is short. It's terrible. Why won't it go back? I see that, right? That's not my imagination. It won't go against the wall. Don't go against the wall. See if I care. I mean, I do care. I kind of really do. It's all you're against the wall. Or cabinet. Yes, this one? Well, a little bigger. Maybe this one? Too big. Nope. Perfect. I sort of wish, like in House Flipper 1, there was a screen that remained to show you your last used items. Sort of wish. Okay, done there. Okay. I always find kitchens fun to do, but I tend to stress over them a lot about how they look. I don't know why. Alright, we got someplace with that. See what we do here. Yeah. Oh, except, didn't I do that pattern? Here. Did. Let's choose a different pattern. Where I was saying I need more options. I'm gonna do so. But I want fishy. Oh, flowers are pretty. Change the side. It's new. No, it's like glowing in here. Right. It's already been fixed. Goodness. We'll have this done sometime next year. I always forget there's a bit of a lag happening when I first load the images because it looks like it's interacting with me. run up the stairs real quick. And with that, for now, it's such a big kitchen and dining room. I feel a little bad, but it works. It's fine. So bedroom here, a bedroom here, a bathroom here. The ceiling's a little too short. One more probably would have been perfect, but I didn't, and this is what we got, so we're fine. They're evenly spaced. I so bothered by these? I don't know why it keeps bothering me, but it's fine. Stop. Why are you this way? Who made you this way? Now, do I want this to be a little half bath, or do I want this to be a sense? All right, so we got the upstairs laid out. So in the next episode, we'll paint it and hopefully get everything in place. I don't know. I seem to be moving really slow though every episode. It took me that whole hour to do the kitchen. Though admittingly, the kitchen looks good once you get a few more of the appliances in. Yeah, so that's the kitchen. Right, we'll go up here. It's very bright down there because of all the lights I added, but it's fine. All right, so bedroom. Office, or no, you wouldn't make it an infant's room here. The other thing I could turn this into is an office. So office, bedroom, bathroom, closet. I guess that would probably make the most sense, right? Right. So that is the game plan for the next episode. I hate it when I do this thing like here. I like my walls to be even, or straight, but it's fine. It adds character. We'll live with it. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. We're moving very, very slow, especially when you figure out I gotta build this that I was thinking about, that I'm still sketching out in my brain. I gotta stock up the pharmacy and I gotta stock up the general store. Alright, I'll be back soon.